everyone, I'm going to walk us through how to use Google Maps and Wolfram Alpha to find distances of um, land plots that you're going to be finding the areas of. I have right now a picture of a property that is actually my property, and I'm going to put a pin uh, in the spots that mark my property. So my upper pin close to the road is here, and then you can see that my property goes to this point right up, actually right up about here to this point. So I'm going to just click on the what's, I'm going to right click on the what's here option, and it will give me the property, or I'm sorry, the latitude and longitude coordinates of that line. We go back to about the tree back here. I'm going to right click there and click on what's here. You can see a different latitude and longitude coordinate, not much different, because think about how big the Earth is and what latitude and longitude we are sitting in. They're only going to vary by a small amount. And then back here at this tree is my last property pin, and you can see that that is listed there as well. So what I'm going to do is just show you how to find the distance of the diagonal. So I'm going to find this pin out here. I'm going to just right click on the what's here button, and I have this latitude and longitude, and what I'm going to do with that is copy and paste. So I'm copying that, and then I'm going to go to a website called wolframalpha.com. You can see it listed up there in the address. And I'm going to type into the input bar distance from, and then I'm going to enter in the coordinates, Control V. I'm going to paste my coordinates in there and close it, to, and then I'm going to go back over here to my Google Maps, and I'm going to find the diagonal back here. So I'm going to right click on what's here, and you'll notice that I get a new set of coordinates. I'm going to paste those coordinates into my coordinates here. Okay, now what I want you to be careful of here is that if I left it alone, the computer will read this, or Wolfram Alpha will read this as an XY coordinate. These are not XY coordinates, these are latitude and longitude. So the first number in your coordinate is your north-south number. Now if we are all dealing with this Sugar Creek, Strasburg, Ohio area, this first coordinate is going to be north because it's positive. So I'm going to just enter in an N there to show that my first number there is north. I don't need the negative because the negative is going to be taken into account by putting a W for west behind the second number in my coordinate. I'm going to do the same with this. Again, north, I don't need my negative in the second number, and that refers to west. Okay? So if you look, my coordinates don't vary by much at all. Okay? When I hit enter, it might take a moment to think about this. You can see that it found my result in miles, kilometers, centimeters, kilometers, I said kilometers already, yards, feet, and what's even really kind of cool is if you kept going, it would tell you how long it would travel. It would take you to travel that distance by car, by the speed of sound, by the speed of light. Continuing on, it compares your distance there to different standard lengths that we know. For example, the length of an American football field, the length of a Manhattan city block, the length of a Boeing 747 airplane, and so on and so forth. But what you can do at this point is, so that you don't lose your data, I would encourage you to save this page, save page as, to your file, to your network drive. Okay? And so if I would go here to my network drive, and maybe I want to just label this as this is the distance of the diagonal property line, however you want to label that, and then save that page, and then you have that page saved to use for future reference. Okay, and then what you're going to do is find the distance of maybe this pin, which you already have that coordinate copied and pasted, so maybe you want to go back to the beginning and do a new one from this pin to maybe this pin right up here. Okay? You want to find all of these distances using Google Maps and Wolfram Alpha, and then eventually you'll be able to find angles and then find areas from those angles. So I hope this kind of gives you a decent idea of what you're going to be doing if I'm not going to be here. And if you have questions, feel free to message me or email me, and we can go from there. Thanks, everybody.